Hi, I'm Gareth, and this is the Aukey condenser microphone. For those of you who are just joining us, I run a podcast called the Tech Addicts Podcast, and this was sent to me as something to review or to have a go at for the podcast. Now, it's a 26-pound condenser microphone from Aukey, studio microphone it's called. It's not quite up to spec of what we would normally use, but I may use it for one upcoming podcast just to see how it does. This is an all-in-one solution for anyone who's looking to put together a podcast, or at least recording a podcast, so it might be of interest to some. So, we have some specifications on the back. One condenser microphone, one adjustable recording microphone suspension scissor arm stand, that's very desirable, one microphone clip and table mounting clamp, one metal microphone shock mount, another very desirable piece. I wonder what the quality is like. One microphone windshield pop filter mask shield, that's usually very handy in things, and one ball type anti-wind foam cap for recording outdoors, I guess, and a microphone audio cable. So it's got everything in there that you need to plug in and start working at. We're going to have a look and see what kind of things you're going to get for £25. So on the top here we have the Aukey warranty information. We have a user manual as well of how to put it all together. We have we have coloured 3.5 jacks to a 3.5 3-pole headphone jack. On the top here we have the windshield, or the sibilant shield if you like. And it's actually quite good. We have a clamp here for clamping it onto whatever it is you actually need to put it on. Obviously it's going to be part of this, but if you're even just for parts so far, and I'm thinking this is actually quite good. The one I bought for our podcast cost around £20 as it is, and it's not a million miles away from this. There's obviously lighter materials, but this would do it. It's adjustable, so you set it and forget it really. We have a little bit of foam in here to protect whatever you're attaching it to, and then a clamp here that gradually screws in and connects to there. This can be taken off if required. And then we have this adjustable metal pole, and that leads down to the sibilant shield, or the popping shield, or as some people have called it as well, which filters out pops and sisses whenever you're speaking directly into the microphone that's right in front of your face. So it has a nice kind of plastic surround on it. It's not terribly big, it's maybe about 6 inches across. There are bigger ones available, but for covering up the tip of the microphone, this would work quite well, because the closer you put, obviously it doesn't really make too much of a difference, the distance it happens to be from the microphone. So that's kind of nice, kind of sweet to have. This looks like the arm, hopefully. And it is quite small. It's not the longest arm in the world. So on this end we have the screw thread for the microphone to go on to. Then we have fairly light aluminium here, but it's still quite strong. A couple of rigid springs, a tightening screw here to hold it in place once you get it to a desirable swing. If you want to keep it permanently in one place, then some more springs down here, and then this piece as well, which clamps into a desk joint. So it goes in like this. Bonk. Okay. And it all fits together into one handy little bunch. And we have the windshield on the top here, don't think I've ever used one of these, but they always come really badly misshapen. It'll pop out in a wee while. Just goes on the top of the microphone. Then we have the cable. So we have an XLR female to a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. The XLR is a bit odd down the bottom there. The clamp is a bit strange, but seems to be functioning. Again, fairly light materials. Probably wouldn't take a knock, but if you just keep it plugged in and don't move it too much, I'm sure it'll be fine. To be honest, the connections do feel quite strong. You know, this extra bit here is to stop fraying, and it didn't need to be there. They could have got away with not putting it on there, and it'll probably do just as well. And it's about 4 meters long, that cable, which is quite nice. Then we have the table clamp. If you're attaching your microphone to a table, you simply just clamp this on to the table here, and then you pop your arm down into that, and then adjust this to tighten it. The honest one I think I have actually doesn't have one of these. Never had to tighten it, it just pops in and stays in. Gravity holds it in, I suppose. Okay, then our shock mount. This comes with some silica gel packed into it as well. So this end plugs into here. They screw in, and it attaches the microphone. The microphone sits in here, and the whole idea is anytime you hit the microphone, it doesn't go bump, because it doesn't knock against anything. You can move the microphone a good bit without having to worry about the microphone hitting off anything or surviving an earthquake or what have you. There's elastic that comes around here, and these grips are for widening it so you can put the microphone in, and it's very nice, very simple, and it's crazy that they've managed to make it for the price of £25. There's got to be some flaw somewhere with it that is just ridiculous, like the tightening mechanism doesn't tighten or something. It does tighten. Yeah, I'm quite impressed. And then finally the microphone itself. There we go, branded Aukey with a nice gold tip to it. Made in China. And there we have the XLR connector on the bottom with a screw thread as well. Yeah, so, right, first up I'm going to connect it up to the camera here, and we'll do a little bit of recording to see what you think of the sound quality just directly to the camera. And then, maybe not this week, but probably next week, next Wednesday, I will record either the whole show or part of the show on this. So if it sucks, blame Aukey. If it doesn't, then you've got a pretty good deal on your hand here. This is a nice condenser microphone with a cardioid type affair. So let's get this hooked up and see how it sounds. Okay, so with any luck you should be able to hear me. Now I'm sitting quite a bit back from the microphone, and rather than installing this on it, I'm just sort of holding it up between myself and the microphone, and if I come in close enough so that I'm talking like a radio DJ, I can come and tell you that remember to listen to the Tech Addicts podcast every Wednesday evening, and it'll be available to you forever for free. Just check out techaddicts.uk. So with any luck, this should sound quite good. If not, then sorry, I guess you'll just have to not buy one of these. But if it does sound good, and if it sounds exactly what you need, then £25 is pretty darn good for this whole setup. If not forever, it's a good startup if you're looking just to dabble in podcasting, or if you've been asked to guest and want to up your podcasting quality just for that one or the off chance that you might be required to do so. Certainly it wouldn't really work for gaming and things like that. It's a bit of a massive setup, and besides, the microphone that's built into gaming headsets is probably perfect enough for that level of quality. However, narrating videos and doing that sort of thing, maybe doing audiobooks or something, this is the kind of thing that you'd probably be wanting, and £25 is not a lot to be paying for this. So, this is the Aukey Studio microphone. I hope you think it's awesome. There'll be links in below as to where to buy if you wish to buy. And other than that, if it sounds really good, then I'll be recording a podcast, not this Wednesday, but the following Wednesday, featuring this microphone. And you can listen to it over at techaddicts.uk. So hit the subscribe button down below, leave any comments, let us know if there's anything you want me to look at when I'm reviewing something, and take care.